Box jumps are one of those exercises that get you huffing and puffing, is a great sign of fitness, and the intensity is easy to manipulate. Just change the height of the box. Why wouldn't you incorporate box jumps into a healthy individual's workout program? Well, I came up with 3 reasons why I rarely, if ever, prescribe a box jump to one of my clients. The first one is they're often performed improperly. People tend to get too crazy with box jumps without a qualified personal trainer present. Simply put, box jumps are an explosive exercise of the lower body intended to reach a predetermined height, the box. They're essentially a jump squat with less harsh impact when landing. All of the effort typically occurs before the individual leaves the ground, and the box measures how high they jump. The box jump is becoming an exercise people are willing to sacrifice form with if they can tell their friends they jumped a little bit higher. It's like a bench press, and like a bench press, there are ways to box jump higher without truly increasing your power. A proper box jump is meant to be stationary, not walking, stepping, or running up to your jumping point. However, some people like to step, walk, or run to their launch point to jump higher than they normally would. The box should ideally be at a height that is easy to clear and perform a soft landing. But instead, people also like to set the box as high as possible and lift their feet mid-air to reach it. A box jump trains the explosive power of your jump, not your hip flexibility. In this sense, a box jump becomes like the sit and reach test. Did you score well on your sit and reach test because your hamstrings or your lumbar spine is flexible? Likewise, did you jump high because your explosiveness or because your hip mobility? The second reason I don't like to prescribe a box jump is the unnecessary risk for healthy individuals. A healthy individual can use some plyometrics in their life. It increases bone mineral density, and when done correctly, it can prevent injury long term. Yet a box jump doesn't seem appropriate for this population to me. Plyometrics are difficult. Nowadays, you see people doing plyometric Olympic lifts for reps of 30. But in traditional strength conditioning, anything more than 6 reps is typically unheard of. Why? Because the intensity, among other things, is difficult, and with higher intensity comes the inability to sustain that activity for more than a few seconds. A box jump is plyometric. The intensity should be high. This means the sustainability is low. If I don't expect an athlete to keep repping out 95% of their clean and jerk max for 10 reps, why would I expect a non-athlete to keep jumping the same height over and over and over again if that height is at a high intensity? Also, if you're tired on your 8th rep of, let's say, bench press, you'll slow down and grind the weight up. But if you're tired on your 8th rep of a box jump, you might not make it to the platform. You'll clip the lip and fall. Injuries for this include scraped shins, stubbed toes, flipping over the box, and face plants. There are safer and more effective alternatives. The last reason I don't prescribe box jumps is because the benefits can be replicated with other exercises in athletes and in rehab. The box jump has 2 basic areas that elicit benefit: the jumping portion and the landing portion. The jumping portion is a performance-driven event and helps develop the contractile protein density. The landing portion is relatively moderate impact and helps prevent injury long-term and increase connective tissue density. Both of these can be replicated via other exercises: broad jumps, depth squats, depth jumps, tuck jumps, and etc. These exercises don't come with the risk of bleeding from your shin, nor are they typically done improperly to impress your friends. Some of the reasons I've heard people use box jumps are: the box lessens the impact of the jump and therefore is safe to use. This is true. If you're looking to elicit power from your client but are concerned of the impact from landing, a box jump is a good exercise. Yet, you should probably first play it safe and train them so they can endure that high impact. Why increase somebody's performance when they can't tolerate the forces of being that high of a performer? Another reason I've heard is I use box jumps for cardio. There are much better modes of cardio that don't come with such a risk. To be fair, the likelihood of any adverse event occurring due to improperly prescribed box jumps is rare. If someone trips and falls, they can likely walk away without any injury. Box jumps may even be a great exercise for adherence. It's pretty rewarding to jump on a high platform. But let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments below, and consider subscribing if you want more long drawn out explanations on why I hate things. Thank you and good luck.